Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Follow Sketch February. It is almost the end of the month, guys. Today's sketch is by Frances Sylvia. It is right here. It is a 2-photo sketch. I'm going to be using one. This is Christopher in front of a moose that he took a picture of and sent it to me because I like the way he says moose. So yeah, we're in the get it done era. And I think I'm almost going to get all of my 2022 layouts done this month. It's just going to be the Christmassy ones that I think are going to be lingering. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have this Heidi Swap paper, and it is this weathered wood grain that has teal on it. I love this paper. I picked it up at Joann's a hot minute ago, and I bought a bunch of them. Now, let's talk about Joann's for a second, okay? While I'm putting these papers together, grabbed a bunch of scraps, grabbed this cocoa vanilla paper, and then that's going to be it. If you hear rustling, I am kind of, sort of cleaning up what I worked with. So, let's talk about Joann's for a second. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but all of the Joann stores are closing now. Whoever won the auction, that's what they're doing with the stores. They're closing them all. So, Christopher and I went into Joann's over the weekend, this past weekend, and I just wanted to pop in and see what was going on, because before it came out that they were all closing, the 500 stores that were closing, just about every store around me is on that list, right? So I was like, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see what it is, what the deals are, if like the boxes of the inventory in the back room have come out, those kind of things yet. And yeah, it was an experience for sure. Let's just say that people were a little bit ridiculous with the purchasing, right? And like, this was before it was known that all of the stores were closing. Okay, so it was liquidation. Nothing was more than 20% off, and people had carts of stuff, and they just were shopping like maniacs. And I just don't see why, right? Like, your regular sale price, you were going to get 40% off. So why did you just not buy it when it was 40% off? Why is there this need to buy it now? Right, when it's only 20% off. So anyway, I walked out without anything. Was there stuff in there that I would have purchased? Probably. Was there stuff in there that I absolutely needed to have? Absolutely not. So, yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that for a second, because it kind of floored me, right? So as you can see, I cut out that rainbow border and turned it into a humper border. I just loosely fussy cut it. Cut out the heart border as well, and kind of married them together with some washi tape. And I used up that washi tape, so go me. Love it when we use up our products. I'm excited when I use up my products. I'm excited when you use up your products. Shoot, I'm excited if you use enough of it and you decide, I never want this in my life again, and you get rid of it because, you know, you're doing stuff. I am combining the letters that I use on this layout onto one sheet. So if you're hearing things, that's why. I can't not do stuff sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you guys ever, has that ever happened to you? I guess my question is. So anyway, The sketch calls for 2 photos, 2 lovely photos, and I have 1 lovely photo. So like I said, this is Christopher, and he is making a face as he is standing in front of a moose, and I just love the way he says moose. I always have. He doesn't say it in any like weird way or anything. He just says moose, and it just gives me joy. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing special about it. It's just gives me joy, right? Like my husband gives me joy, you guys. That's what it boils down to. So anyway, he sent me this photo. I loved it. When he came home, I was like, say it, say moose. So anyway, this is what that picture is. Now I am trying to kind of figure out my life. I'm trying to figure out what things I want to put on this side of the photograph. I'm trying to think like what kind of layery bits, what kind of thing do I want to represent where that second photo is in the sketch, right? So I'm just, you know, taking my good sweet time figuring that out. I'm going to try out a couple different things. I'm going to move a couple of things around. Eventually I will figure out what I want on here. And I decide that it isn't going to be any of these pre-cut things. As you can see, I just kind of threw that little cute little heart that I cut out, because, you know, at the time I was thinking, oh yeah, that could definitely work. But could it have worked? Yes. Do I use it? No. So that is going to, well, let's see. It comes back a couple times, because dang if I'm not trying my little heart out anyway. So it comes back a couple times. I've got some things going on here. I'm trying to figure out what looks the best. I'm trying to figure out what is going to give me the most joy doing this layout, right? Like I'm like, what looks the best? What is going to give me that bit of magic, basically, is what it is. Right? Like there's a bit of magic that happens when you figure out what you want on your layout. And well, to me it does. To me it seems like magic when I figure out what I want on my layout. So anyway, I decide that I am going to use some of the back side of this decorative paper. And that is going to basically give me just something so that you don't see through the frames. As you can see, I tried a couple of different things to see if I could make it work. Ultimately, I decide on these things, you know, the way you do. You make decisions eventually. Sometimes decisions are harder to make than others. I really had I don't know how difficult of a time I had, but it was a little bit of a difficult time here, you guys, because I really did want to do more things on this layout. And as you guys know, I'm in the get it done era, and that is probably going to last through the end of February. So I didn't do any extra things. I didn't, do any distressing, no inking. I didn't do any of those things. I could have, right? Like there definitely could have been some of that going on, but I didn't. So I did fussy cut a couple things, so that counts, right? I'm like, that so totally counts. So I've got that done. I am happy with how things are going. I am basically, I'm actually ecstatic with how things are going. I am not going to lie about that. I'm happy with the way I've got the things going. I am picking out these letters and finding them as I am putting them away here. These letters were pretty cool because I found them on a give and take table, and then somebody gave me some, and then I found a new one at Tuesday Morning back in the day when Tuesday Morning was amazing, and I've been able to make a ridiculous amount of words out of these letters, so that makes me happy. Anyway, I've got some handwriting here. It says, well, hi there, Moose. And that's going to do it for this layout, you guys. I know that was kind of rambly and all over the place, and I ran my mouth about Joann's and letters and all kinds of stuff. But, you know, sometimes the mouth just has to run the way the mouth has to run. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.